You are listening to Kickspot.
And we're back. All right. So, during the first episode, we had talked about Migs' life in the Philippines. And as we were talking about his life in the Philippines, we were also doing a spicy wing challenge for him just to make things interesting. So, the first 3 spices.
Failing.
Migs, what did you think?
It's failing.
It's failing. Okay, so I'm excited because the next 3, it's gonna be a little bit more intense.
It's gonna be made.
So before I start asking you questions about your life and your adjustment moving from the Philippines to the U.S., we're gonna start off with the first wing. So this is technically the 4th wing, and this is from my country
Oh snap!
of Korea.
Okay.
The gochujang.
The gochujang.
Now, if you say gochujang,
Gochujang.
it could either mean penis
Oh, shut up.
or it could mean pepper.
So how do you say?
I'm not going to teach you so that you can just ask for it at the grocery store.
Because I'm like, can I get some gochujang? And they were like, what?
Yeah, just go in the store and say
No, I'm
that.
not doing that.
I want you to ask the ajimas in the stores.
No, I'm not asking the ajumas
Hey,
in the
what
store.
aisle is the...
The gochujang.
All right, so this is the Korean.
So it's the gochujang.
This is the...
The gochujang.
Yes.
Am I saying it right? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it.
고추.
What is it?
고.
Go.
고.
Go? Like G-O.
If you say that, that's penis.
Okay, so ho.
This is what's so funny because a lot of people can't
So
pronounce it.
how do you pronounce
So
it?
they always say it like penis.
So gochujang.
So the pepper is 고추,
Gochu.
고,
Go.
and then the penis is 고추.
That's the same thing.
No. Okay, I'll say it back to back, right? 고추,
I don't want to be eating no gochujang.
고추, 고추,
Gochu.
고추,
Gochu.
고추.
Go. I can't.
You're just saying.
I can't,
You're
dude.
just saying penis to me the entire time.
No, I'm not doing that. All right.
So if you guys are listening, it's either 고추, which is pepper, or 고추, which is
Gochujang.
penis. So hopefully
I
you
just
guys say
said
the right thing if you're gonna go
pepper.
get the right pepper.
I'm gonna eat this gochujang.
Go eat that penis pepper, okay? Go for it. I'm just waiting. It's a little bit of a thick,
oh my god.
it is. So this is
It's like a paste.
it is a paste. So this paste is in a lot of Korean foods. Actually, it's probably in majority of the spicy Korean foods that are out there. And they use this also in a lot of the Korean like chicken wings with like different like garlic and all
All right,
these
that
flavors.
one hit me.
So
right now.
okay, so
That one hit me right now.
so remember that is a 4th one. That is a 4th one, and so we're moving on up, and that you're only halfway through. So congratulations, you've already done the first 4, and then the last 4. The back end is gonna be a little bit more intense.
oh my god.
So going into it, as you are trying to digest the spice there, obviously your transition over to so how did you even your mom like took you here from to San Francisco? How did you guys end up staying? Like I don't get that.
So my dad was already here. He was already working, and then I think they had like a plan, like a secret plan that we were gonna stay here regardless.
Okay.
They weren't gonna tell us.
So like who moved here?
So me, my sisters, and my brother.
Okay.
My dad was already here, and then we moved to San Francisco. We stayed at my inay and tatay's like very nice like retirement home
Okay.
in Vallejo.
You could stay in a retirement home?
Yeah, with my grandparents. Dude, remember when we went to Vallejo?
Yeah.
When we were trying to do the our food truck plant, and I told you I was like, hey, I'm trying to figure out where my grandparents used to live.
Yeah.
Before we went to go grab the food.
Up in the bay.
Yeah, up in the bay.
Yeah.
And so we were there. So we stayed there for about a few months, and I believe my mom found a spot, or either my dad found a job. So we ended up moving to, I believe, Rancho Cucamonga, and so we stayed at my dad's cousin's place. We had like a room, just the 6 of us over there. And then from there, we moved to So my parents, I think, found like a caregiving job in Santa Ana.
Okay.
So they were taking care of these kids that had special needs. But they were staying at all of them were staying at a house, and it was kind of cool experience. So we were all in one room. It was just like the 6 of us. Yeah, it was kind of nuts. We had bunk beds. We had, we didn't know any better, right? Because like we thought, we were living way better here than we were already in the Philippines.
Okay.
We had more opportunities here. And then we were trying to figure out if we were going to go to school. And then my parents enrolled me to Car Intermediate in Santa Ana. That's my first school.
Okay.
I was in 6th grade for like a month. And then my transcripts came and they said, oh yeah, he's smart enough. We're going to go ahead and send him on 7th grade.
Dang, they took you back to preschool?
Yeah, something like that.
Dang.
And then so they upgraded me to 7th grade, and then we moved to South County, Orange County.
Okay.
And then I went to Los Alisos. Shout out Lobos. 7th grade, 7th and 8th grade, middle school. I was there.
Okay.
And then I went to Mission High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then your dad was here, but your mom wouldn't be a citizen, right? So your mom wasn't a citizen. You weren't a citizen.
None of us were.
None of you guys were citizens.
They found work.
And then fast forward, you guys are all still here. So can you paint the pic like?
It's a long story. Long story short, oh my gosh, I'm like nervous. And like that Coach Jung is like.
Before we get into that, let's just go into another one here then.
No.
Okay, so the next one over here is the jalapeno pepper hot sauce.
Is this one right here?
That is correct. That is the next one. And on the spice level, it is at the 90% of this pepper hot sauce. So,
Starting to feel it, bro.
So let's get it. And I think I had this one. I think it kicks in a little bit later for this one.
Great.
I think this one kicks in a little bit later.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was your question?
So, I mean, if like I said, fast forward the clock, you guys are all still here. So, I'm just looking at your facial expression. How are you all here?
Well, our immigration status took forever. I was, right now, I think out of all of us, I'm the only one that's a citizen. But, my sisters, and they're all permanent resident and are about to get their citizenship shortly here.
Okay.
So my story is a little bit different. Back in college,
In nursing school?
yeah, nursing school
Okay.
with Audrey and Lay. I was going out with like my ex, and then so long story short, she helped me out with my citizenship. So we got married. So I'm a divorcee. That's actually kind of cool to say, divorcee.
Dang, did you get a divorce party?
No,
That's like a new thing right now.
right? No.
That's a hot topic.
Long story short, it didn't work out. But she ended up helping me with my situation, because I think right around when I was 18, like I wasn't able to, like, I didn't have I wasn't working. All these lawyer fees to get all of us naturalized was literally eating up like my parents' wallets. So, she helped me out. God bless her soul. Thank you so much. But at the same time, again, it didn't work out. I got mine like 2 to 3 years after that. Almost got deported too. And then,
Did you really?
yeah. But she didn't show for the interview, so like she didn't show for one of the interviews. So I was like, dang, dude, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then so we had to switch attorneys, all this stuff.
Dang.
We had to prove that the marriage was in good faith. We were able to do that. So that's how I got mine. And then now, pretty much petitioning my dad. So my dad's going through me for his citizenship, which should be done like within the year or so. And then my parents and my mom and my sisters and my brother, theirs is gonna be done like this year or next year.
So So you didn't work at all, like before your citizenship?
I did.
How did
you wanna know what my first job was in the States?
What?
I was dishwasher at this Filipino store off of Merlin's and off of El Toro and Raymond. Yeah, right there on in Lake Forest. I was literally a dishwasher. I was just in the back. I was 16, because I just needed some funds. My dad talked to the owner. She's like, "Yeah, he can come in." Literally, the worst job I've ever had.
Really? As a dishwasher?
Yeah. Well, and then I would also cut like the chicken's head and stuff so they could cook it. Yeah, I would do that, dude. It was crazy.
Is it live chicken?
Yeah, like, no, not live, but like I would skin it. I was 16, bro.
Yo, is that why you like chicken so much?
No, that's not what I.
Dude,
like
you
chicken
love
much.
chicken.
Ooh, that thing is kicking in right now.
You
a
gonna
little
eat
bit.
the entire thing?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No. Oh. That was my first job, and then after that, I worked at a boba place, Tapioca Express. Yeah, that was tight.
So they
Filipino owned as well.
Okay, so they just let you work.
Well, no, I think I went in there. I was like, "Hey, can I just work here?" And
They're like, okay.
yeah, it was part time.
Got it.
I think I was going through high school. Oh, real talk though. I don't know if I should say this, but I was working for a few shoe companies. I will not say the company name. Without a social back in the day, just so I can get money.
That's crazy. So it's ironic because you're drinking boba and eating chicken today, and those are the two things that you were doing
Great.
before. That's insane. And then so after you got your citizenship, did you start working after that? Like, what was your goal? Like, were you trying to get into nursing or?
Well, to be honest, right when I got it, right when I got naturalized, I was in our business. So when I got my green card, I could legally work after that. Right when I got my green card.
Yeah.
Right, and then so I got my green card, and then I think where did I work? I started working for Kenneth Cole. I started working for Johnson and Murphy.
Just as a sales rep?
Yeah, just like as a sales rep, right? So that was like my first real, kind of intro to fashion, right? That's why I'm like so bougie. And then I'm just kidding. And then so I did that, and then I just a bunch of sales job, and then I landed Teddy's office,
Okay.
in Orange, doing
door
door
to
to door, AT&T.
Okay.
And then I was like the number 2 rep in the country within my first month. That was tight.
Okay.
Yeah. You remember they would, what was that magazine that they would release?
The Leaders
The
magazine.
Leaders magazine. I saw my name like number 2. I was like, that's lit. And I was like a brand new kid, did not know anything, closing accounts, like switching like DSL lines to like the new internet, right? Like that was nuts. And
Fiber
then
optic
fiber,
network.
Fiber optic network. And then so did that. And then my goal was just to really, for me, just so I could provide for myself, because I got tired kind of relying on my parents, even though they still helped me out a lot, financially. In all honesty, I think I had to rely on them more when I was working in that industry more than ever.
Really? I could see that.
When we moved to LA, that's what happened.
I could see
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
could see that. So, were there any challenges from you moving from, there and then or moving here and adjusting to the changes here, or was it just a kind of normal process for you?
It was tough. I mean, moving here, making friends was tough.
What was tough about that?
Because my English was not as good.
You would say butter finger?
Yes, I would say butterfinger. Yeah. I was a fob, if that's what you want to say.
What
Yes.
time is it, Migs?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
8:45.
Yeah.
Butterfinger
Yeah.
time.
So I would do that, right? And yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy to make friends just because I was from out of the country. I wasn't immersed in the social norm of the schooling here. I didn't really meet. I was very shy. I was very shy in 6th grade. I was very shy in 7th grade. I was really shy like middle school. I think I got a little bit out of my shell in high school when, you started kind of playing ball with some of the guys, right? The LTBs. We used to call ourselves the lunchtime ballers,
Wow.
Yeah, LTBs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Acronym for everything.
Yeah, Franco would know. He went to the same high school I did.
Was he part of it?
Yes, he was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
But so that's pretty much it. And yeah, it was, assimilating here and making friends. I think for me, was harder than it was for Jet, for Yana, and for Jello, because I was already kind of older, right? Like I didn't have anything established. They were establishing their friendships as younger kids than I was.
Yeah.
My first friend, I think one of my first Filipino friends was Romel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First day of like basketball camp, freshman year. That's how we met.
Oh, wow.
And then from there throughout high school, like we were very, very good friends throughout high school and, even past that, even now, right? So, but yeah, it was tough because, it's like you're trying to find your identity in high school, right? And we had no social media back in the day.
Yeah.
So really interacting with people was kind of like your key in. Like you still had like the popular kids, right? And if you weren't an athlete, you weren't really that popular. And that was very, very important. Now it's completely different. I feel like high school now, everyone's a little bit more accepting because you can see what people are doing on social. You're more open.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier now, I think, to understand people more than it was when you and I were going to high school.
Yeah. I remember my cousins like coming to America, and one of the things that they found tough was like Ebonics. Like, when people were like, "What's up?" They'd be like, "Huh?"
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
looking up like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, I'll tell you one story. You know how like the normal dap here?
Yeah.
Like the hand and then the pound?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
I remember some kid were trying to do it to me. I'm like, okay. Like I didn't know. I didn't
Why is
know.
this guy caressing my hands?
Yeah, I got it. Normally it's just like a high five or what's up, right?
Yeah.
But not that, So the first time I learned it, I thought it was cool. Like, oh, he actually did that,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Huh. Are there any things like traditionally that you still do that you brought over from the Philippines?
Well, back home, one of the main traditions that we have was every New Year we would spend it at our grandparents' house in Batangas. It's a province in northern Luzon. My grandparents had like this big house, and we would all go there for New Year, and that was like my favorite time of the year because I get to see my cousins. We get to play super late. We get to run around. They had a big forest back like at their house.
Yeah.
When we come visit, well, I mean, we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
And that was just like that time like that we look forward to. And my cousins could tell you the same thing. Like they look forward to like seeing everybody in New Year's. And we have this picture as kids, like we're all lined up together, like as cousins, and like they took the picture. Jet was like still like a baby, because him and Jaya were like the youngest ones. So, but yeah, that was like the tradition that I think our parents brought back here. So every New Year, we would still celebrate it like that. It's just a little bit tougher now because everyone has significant others, so you kind of have to spend time. You're gonna have to have it, with your significant other's family and stuff like that. So it's not as easy now as it was when we were kids. But yeah, my parents, our parents, like, and my titos and titas, they do a really good job coming here and keeping that family culture to get everybody together like every year.
So we're gonna move on to the next wing, and I want to go more in depth on that. So this will be the last one during the episode here, and it is.
You want to put a little bit more? It doesn't seem like.
Oh, nah, you're good. I'm gonna have you take a bite, and then I'll tell you what it is. It's from Yucatan Sunshine. I'll just leave that there. It's got a little bit of a vinegary-ish taste to it.
No spice.
No spice at all.
I don't know if you put enough, but
Just eat that entire thing, and then. I'm just waiting for it.
yeah, dude.
Did it creep up?
I don't know yet. Nothing. Nothing's happening.
Okay, let me just put a little dab on that then at the very end.
It's supposed to creep up. Okay, that's good.
Do you not taste it?
No.
You're extremely lucky.
What?
All right, well, that was Yucatan Sunshine.
Want to add more?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like hungry. I don't know.
I don't know. Crazy.
Oh, wait.
Just take a look at that then. I can smell it. It's so weird.
Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, that.
Okay, so it's very shocking. So that was habanero pepper.
Okay.
And so obviously you're almost done with this challenge. There's 2 more left at the very end, and hopefully there's enough on the other 2, because it's gonna get a little bit more. You're sweating a little bit, looks like. But yeah. What you mentioned that you were your family gathers often.
Yeah.
But are there any things that you do like traditionally, like when you do gather together?
Well, I'd like to start with playing the games again. That'd be tight.
What games?
Like the street games.
Oh no, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But is there anything
if you really want to, be stereotypical traditional, I mean, we have karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen. You've seen it.
I don't know if I've seen you guys do karaoke yet.
You were there like last year at Christmas.
I don't think I saw karaoke though.
Oh, the chair game. That's the tradition that we brought back. Yeah.
Just tell us about the chair game.
So, you go around there's like, let's say 5 chairs. You go around, the music plays, and then once the music stops, you try to sit on the chair, and whoever doesn't sit on the chair, loses. And then you take out another chair after that until you just get to one last chair. So you guys, if you're the last 2, just like what happened last year, was it you?
Yeah.
It was you and my sister, right?
Yeah.
So you guys were going around the chair. I was the DJ, and then I stopped the song, and then you guys run to the other side of that, like the living room, and try to sit on that last chair.
Yeah. So it's like a musical chairs.
It is musical chairs.
But the only difference is they gamble.
Yeah, we have money on
They
it.
have money on the line, so
Yeah.
I really wanted to win.
The gel one.
No.
Did you win?
No.
Was it Arjon?
I think Arjon.
Yeah.
won. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I almost
Yeah.
won. It was my first year doing that, and I almost made
That was so
extra
funny.
money.
That was hilarious.
And there was another game that you played too. Had to do with money. What was it?
Oh, my mom just like has this like game where, I think she draws, like she'll, so at the start of like every Christmas, she'll write out everyone's names, and then as the night goes on, she'll pick out a name from the hat, and then she'll give a description about who that person is, and then whoever, like I think it's, if you get called, you're out of the game.
Yeah.
And until like the last maybe 3 to 5 people, then those are the people that get money.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last one gets the most money, but it's just so funny because my mom's like description of the person that she picks out is just hilarious.
Yeah. That's something that I will always remember. I thought that was like an interesting way because it not only are you like, gambling, I mean, it's fun, but you're giving a description. Your mom's giving like the most hilarious descriptions.
Right? Like,
that I just won't.
She yells let's say she pulls your name, right?
Yeah.
Like you're the first one. I know this person. I know this person. And hold on. This person is it's Migs' best friend. Okay, it's Jinu. It's Jinu Park. Like, you know, like
she tries to make it mysterious and
I
people
know.
are guessing.
It's like the funniest thing. And it's like, you know, we're all playing, we're all drinking. I say, okay, guys, hold on, get together, hold on. I'm gonna pull another name. Pulls another name. Oh my gulay! This person is my daughter. I have two of them, but so you have to pick and choose which one it is, okay? Like that's my mom right there, right?
Oh, geez.
Yo, it's like the funniest thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that thing is killing me right now.
That's hilarious.
Man.
Dude, she makes me laugh. She makes me smile every time I see her.
Oh, you just saw her like a few days ago.
Yeah, we just saw her a few days ago, and I just had to ask her. She told me that she wanted Migs to be a nurse.
Oh
And I
God.
said, Mama, are you proud of him though? And she goes, yeah. There's a little bit of a question. I was like, you wish he was a nurse, huh? And she goes, yeah, I want him to be a nurse. And I started
She
dying.
still want, yeah. I was like, man, that's not gonna
I
happen,
was
you
just
know.
dying. Oh,
You
man.
really asked her that?
Yeah.
Oh snap! I didn't know. I was like too busy, like eating.
You were editing your sports highlights.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, Meg. So when we come back, obviously we got to do the last two, and if you thought that was spicy, we got two more for you. I'm excited to give you these two. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Migs at his current state, what he's doing, and then what his future plans are. Peace.
You are listening to Kickspot.